Hey up! I'm back. What have I been up to? I'm on my way to do site visits, in case you're wondering what's going on in today's video. Site visit day. Site visit day. Going to Project Madagascar just now because the extension is more or less done. The dormer is done. Stud work has been flying on the inside, and basically want to remeasure, make sure it matches the plans, or if the rooms are too small, we could do a little bit of reconfiguration whilst it's just stud work. You know, a little bit of a pain in the arse, but architect plans aren't always true to reality from what I've seen on every fucking project. So remeasuring, and like we've done this on Project Brighton. That was 2 studios, 4 double en suites. Remeasured the top dormer room, I want to say. It was either the dormer room or the middle floor, like in the off shot. That was a double en suite. And then we managed to increase it to a studio, which added on about 17 to 20,000 in GDV in the end value, and £150 per calendar month. And it cost around £6,000 to do it. So this reconfiguration, like this measurement step, like when the stud work goes up, can potentially give you an extra, I don't know, £150 per calendar month, and profit about 10 grand, 10, 12, 13 grand, you know, just by doing something and then reconfiguring it. Do it with the builder if you're uncertain, you know, because they'll have to take into consideration the insulation and the plasterboard. You don't want to just be going straight off the stud work. So yeah, do it with the builder. You could make a lot of money. Or if the rooms turn out smaller than expected, you can reconfigure it and you can save yourself a fucking world of problems down the line. Because if you have the HMO licensing come out and they're like, well, the minimum standard for a double en suite is 8 square meters, and this one it's 7, but that studio next door, that's bloody, I don't know, 15 and a half. You'd be thinking, fuck, I could have just dropped that one to 14 and a half because the minimum's 14, and increased this one to 8, and then I would have met regulations, you know, whilst it was just stud work, just moving a couple studs here and there. But now all the plaster's on, the bed's in, the tenants are moving in tomorrow, all that, you know what I mean, like all that crazy shit. So you could save yourself, a stitch in time saves 9, as they say. Your boy's tired, your boy's had a busy week. I went to Oasis. Best gig of my life. And that's it, I've peaked. That's it, done. There's like no other gig that could live up to that. And that's it. You know, you think, Scott, you've got to be fucking happy. I am happy. Damn near crying on the night. But that's it. Like, it peaked. Like, there's literally no band I want to see more than that. So that's it, done. I've completed fucking concerts. Alright, talking shite now. I'll see you at whatever site I see you at. Yep. Alright, we are at Project Brighton, and it is finishing up. Just got a last bit of the flooring to do here, and then cleaning, obviously. That's the bed. So this is bedroom number 2, just an ensuite room, no studio. The frustrating part is this is the wrong vinyl. At the last minute, At the last minute. But as you can see, this is the kitchen communal. We started this a while ago, and back then, we didn't know if we could put a window in there. Kind of wish we did put a window in, you know. We've got some natural light in here, which is nice, but I do wish we had a window there. Down here you got the exit or entrance. And here we are, Henry, first wee tenant, absolute legend. This is just another ensuite room, and the ensuite is over here, tucked behind the stairs. You'll have seen throughout my videos that, hang on, let's see, look at that, it's good, isn't it? So you'll see through my videos that we put the staircase in the middle And yeah, right. I know I'm chatting shit. But I want to show you the room where I was talking about this morning, where we increased it to a studio, added on 17 to 20,000 and £150 per calendar month. This is it. So the ensuite was here. The ensuite was going to be like a rectangle shaped one. We then got the ensuite behind the stairs by moving this ensuite further over to the side. These ceilings are high, man. I need to measure them, but we got the extra floor space with that. So that's how we were able to do it as well. And we were worried this was going to be small. But this is like a decent sized bed, you know, it's like a decent double bed. That's what it needs to do. And then, come on. That's it, we restored the boundary line as well. Had that done at the start of this week. So this was like diagonal, like going up to here, and the gap between the extension and the fence was too small. So we reached out to the party wall surveyor. He reached out to the landlord next door, got his permission and done it and made good of his side. So you can see where that's been done. A nice few footsteps there as well, eh? Love it. All right, I think that's for this one. This one is just damn near boxed off at this point. A frustrating thing happened actually. So be careful. We had the valuer booked out to come on Monday, and the client decided that they wanted to wait until it was like fully furnished, staged, you know. And to be honest, I was on board with that. I was like, let's wait until it's fully furnished, wait until it's staged. Wait until the garden works are done, you know. I have done it on Hall Street, where another project I have it, where there was Japanese knotweed and it wasn't staged and still got the full valuation, actually got an up valuation of 10 grand. So it doesn't need to be the case, but we both agreed like it'd be nice to do that. So I reached out to the valuer, and they said, we'll reschedule it, but we didn't realize it was going to be the 1st of September. So that's obviously delayed that by a fucking lot. This isn't nice, you know, but it's the truth. It's what happens. We didn't expect that. We didn't expect them to be so booked. I wish they kind of gave us a heads up. Like, if you are to cancel this appointment, it'll be pushed back until the 1st of September. So that's something to be careful about. I'm not going to give like direct advice, but on another project, like I said, there was Japanese knotweed. Garden works were still finishing up. It wasn't staged, like full on staged. And that's it, didn't have tenants in it. So, and it's still got an up valuation. And I used the valuation pack for that too. Link down below if you want to use that. But that's it, man. That's it. So now we've got to sit and wait until the 1st. Still get tenants in and stuff. It's just the refinance side of things. So just be careful when you think that, oh, it's going to be a few days. Ask, if I were to cancel this, how long would it take? Fucking hell. Such a boring bit of advice, but learn my lessons, man. Learn them. I want to talk about the knock-on effect as well, because up here, down like right there, we've got breeze block. Because there were structural issues, we had to get breeze block, which meant, and you can see it there, which meant we had to get the place rendered, because we were going to paint it, but we can't paint it because we've had all this breeze block, so we have to render it. And to render it, we have to get it sandblasted, so the rendering company will give a warranty, and also so the rendering sticks to the building, obviously. And the last time we done this, it all kicked off, so I'm down here this time to make sure it all goes okay and it doesn't go all kick off, you know what I mean? This is what I do for clients, boys. This is also why it's taken off. Look, it's just flaky. The rendering will not stick to that, so we have to get it all taken off in order for the render to stick on. Something I advise you do if the outside of your house is like that, you know? Just shit. That's what it looks like before. This is it now. So I have to scrape off all the bottom bit here, because it's basically like cement. But the problem we're facing is this grey shit won't come off. It's like stuck. So we're just making a call to see if this is allowed to stay on, because all we got to do is make up all this. The reason why all this is coming off because the rendering company will not render it unless it's on. so it has to be on. We got this to do, this to do. All up there has pretty much been done. And this is it, and that's that. All the bottom bit's been done. Now it's just this little line up here that's got to be done. And then that's it. Ready for rendering after this. What a day to do sandblasted. As you can see, hopefully, smoke goes everywhere, man, or dust even. It can get really bad. So if you ever do this sandblasting, he's just finishing up now. You can see right at the end there. Oh, that might be unfinished actually. That might be unfinished, but you do sandblasting, inform your neighbours, understand they may still kick off and you may need to go down to site just to, you know, navigate it. Just going to do a very quick video just now. You'll have seen the chaos that unfolded last time, but as you can see, the lads are working on site. Loads of people are inside, so I'm not going to walk around recording, but stairs are in, all this cool shit's in. I'll do a proper site visit of this one next week, but you know what I mean, this one's been chaotic and I don't want to disrupt it. I've walked around, very happy with the progress. Come on, rendering is in full swing. Alright, I hope this video goes together well, by the way. I'm gonna go edit it very soon. Maybe post it today, because today is Friday, so I'll see if I can post it today. But basically, this week has been a bit of a chaotic week. It's been a bit of a chaotic week. If I included it, you'll have seen that the whole sandblasting situation, that was just another world, man. Like, I arrived at 9:30. The police were all AM. The police were already there, and the neighbours had surrounded the sandblaster. The sandblaster was alone, younger than me, and had every right to walk off, but he didn't, man. Like, I can't thank him enough. Like, if you're by yourself, like, surrounded by neighbours, you're going to be wondering what the fuck's going on. Like, what is actually going on right now? But you could see that there was a wedding, and we completely understood. Like, we spoke with them. We were like, look, we know. They were like, a wedding's coming in an hour, and this is really concerning because there's dust everywhere. And I was like, right, we're going to stop when your wedding comes, depending on how long it's for. Like, is it just going to be a half an hour, or is it going to be 5 or 6 hours? And they were like, no, they're just picking everyone up, and then we're like leaving. I was like, right, okay, that's sound. But then all these like Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, G-Wagons, Bentleys, like Mercedes, all these things started showing up. Oh my God, I was like, holy shit. This is like the worst day to do sandblasting. And it was just me and him. And I was like, are they gonna fucking like all surround us? Like, I didn't know what was going on. But the polar opposite happened. The neighbours that were angry left with the wedding party, but before they all left, a lot of the wedding party were just incredibly nice, incredibly sound. Like, they were like, thank you so much for stopping, like, it means a lot. And we're like, no, it's absolutely fine. Like, we don't want to be blasting sound. Like, we don't want this as much as you don't want this. So let's work together and compromise a little bit. But that was the second time the sandblasters were out. Because 3 weeks ago, the neighbours surrounded them and I wasn't there to stop it. And they were forced to stop. They were forced to stop. Their legal work. Sandblasting is legal. We paid to get like tarpaulin put up and stuff, but there's going to be dust. But if you find yourself in that scenario, it's legal. The police said it's legal. They said they were going to call the police on the team and the council. I was like, go ahead. So when I got there on Monday and the police were there, I was like, this is legal, isn't it? They were like, yes. I was like, obviously, you know, like fucking obviously. So yeah, like, you can do so much, but I find that I'm not the owner of the property because this is for a client. By the way, this is part of the portfolio building service. I deal with all of this shit for my clients. So, but what I have found is, like, if you're doing it and you're the owner of the property, or if you're building people's portfolios, try and be there yourself. And it's an obvious one. I couldn't be there the first time. It happened last second. But like, I was literally up here in Sheffield, so an hour away, and like, they basically made them stop. I wouldn't have been able to get there in time. So that's why I came down early from Scotland to make sure I was there. So when either the project manager's there, the builder, the person in charge of the site, and potentially the owner, you, then that will go a long way. It'll go a long way, because that's what seemed to work this time. And it goes a long way for the team as well, because the boy was like, look, if you hadn't showed up, there's no way I would have completed this work by myself with all these neighbours surrounding me. Like, there's no way I would have stayed. And I couldn't thank him enough to stay, but it shows that being present, whether you're a project manager, site manager, whatever, property owner, it's uncomfortable. I didn't want to like go down. No one does. Like, no one wants to go down knowing that people are going to kick off. People are going to be angry at you. Fucking, how far could it escalate? Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like, I don't want to be doing that stuff, but you got to do what you don't want to do sometimes, man. And you got to do the right thing, and that was the right thing. Cowering away, that's not what my clients hire me for. It's not what I want to do. It's not the type of man that I am. I do things that make me uncomfortable because it's part of the service I provide. It's what I want to do. And that's the same thing. That's what you got to understand if you're going to get into property investment, man. There's going to be days like that. How the fuck could I foresee that we were going to have to do sandblasting, which wasn't a part of the original works, and on that day there was going to be a wedding where there's going to be Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, Bentleys, Mercedes, G-Wagons, like all these things. Like, there's no way you can foresee that sort of thing. So that's something that you got to take into your stride. And that'll define what kind of person you are, what character you have. Are you going to cower away, take the easy option out, be a little bitch about it? Or are you going to face the music, drive down, keep the peace, basically stay in control of the situation and make sure it doesn't escalate whilst making sure the job still gets done, you know? So Lauren just messaged me, happy engagement day. It's the 15th of August. I got engaged 2 years ago today. Fucking rock on. What a way to end this video. Happiest day of my life. Little short story. The first deal I done, which was a buy-to-let deal, I used the money from that to pay for two things. The accounts for my company that year and the engagement ring. And I got engaged 2 years ago today. And we're getting married in March next year at Loch Ness. That's good, isn't it? What a lovely way to end the video. That's cheered me right up, actually. 2 years ago today, we'll have to do something to celebrate. Right, you've probably stopped watching by now because this is just pure dribble. Yes, love you all. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.